Hey YouTube, Madam Roy back once again. You're probably asking yourself, what is he up to now? Well, you remember this second ANTEC computer case that I picked up at the thrift store? Well, originally, as you guys might know, I was thinking about putting the guts of this AMD X2 computer in there, but unfortunately, the case will not fit on this computer desk. So I said to myself, what should I do with this? Well, as you guys have seen in my other videos, I have this old Compaq, which is my Windows 98 system. I hate this case. I don't know what the heck they were thinking when they built this computer, but this case has to be one of the worst designs I've ever seen. Now, I will say this, the case itself is made well. It's got a lot of metal and very little plastic. It's just design that stinks. You have to take the whole computer out of the case to do any work with it, and it is so tight in here. Once you have everything in, I've actually already taken the power supply out of this. There's just not a lot of room. So, you guys have probably guessed it. I am going to switch the guts from this Compaq into this big ANTEC computer case. It's going to be an interesting task. I'm already predicting some major hurdles while doing this. But I will keep you guys updated. So as of right now, I've removed the power supply from the Compaq. Now I have to remove all the guts, including this motherboard. So I'll be back in just a few minutes. Alright, as you can see, we've made a little bit of progress. I have the power supply in and the motherboard. I'm going to have to do some research to find the exact pinout. Right now, this is just my best educated guess on how everything hooks up. So I need to put in the hard drives and the optical drives, and then we'll be ready to go. Alright guys, one thing that I did was, since I'm making my own front USB ports, I tied the headers back and just kind of shoved them under here because the ones that work through here, this motherboard doesn't have a standard header port, so I had to come up with something, and this is what I did. On top of the floppy drive, I just glued the ports that came out of the old Compaq case, and I'll slide that in, and they should work just fine. There'll be a little gap on the edges, but that'll be fine. It'll just give it a little bit more airflow. And I just gotta let this dry a little bit longer. It's pretty dry now. I mean, I can't really move it too much. Alright, it's coming along. I got the two optical drives in. The top one is just a DVD-ROM. The bottom one's a CD burner out of the E-machines. That's the one that actually came out of the Compaq case. So stay tuned, everybody. I'll show you this when it's. Alright, so it is all done. I got the 3 hard drives in. RAM, everything's in there. The fans are all hooked up and working. I used the original power supply that came with the Compaq instead of the one that was in here because it just fit better, and I know it works well with this board. Got the floppy drive in, and I got one CD-ROM hooked up, or the DVD-ROM. The other one I don't have an extra ID cable for, so it's going to just be there for show. So let me go ahead and whoop, flip it over like this and show you what I did. There's the drive that's working. That's the DVD-ROM drive. The CD burner, again, is just for a placeholder because I don't have an extra blank. And this is what I did to get the original ports working. I kept the original floppy drive that was in there. Yes, it's always A. And then I took this. This was the 2 USB ports and the game stick port that was in the original Compaq. And I just placed it here. I'm not too worried about the dust because for the most part this will be closed. And then of course these are not hooked up right now. This is probably not going to be a permanent solution, but I much prefer this case over the Compaq. It's a heck of a lot easier to work with. So let's go ahead and hook everything up. Thought I'd show you guys the back of this real quick. There's the power supply. And the motherboard and the blanking plate fit perfectly fine in there. I figured it would. It's a custom case. They're the two ANTEC fans. And the only expansion card I have and need in here is the 10100 Ethernet card. I had to put 2 extra blanks in because they were missing when I got the case. Alright everybody, it's time for the first boot. So, smoke test. So far so good. Uh-oh. We got a problem. CD-ROM drive, or DVD-ROM in this case, is not working, so let me shut it off and we'll be right back. I'm back. I had to take it apart again. I made a few changes. I took out this drive right here, which I know is good, and put in this old Samsung DVD-ROM, which I know is bad, since this is just there for like a blanking plate. The good drive is on the bottom, and I had to switch the cables back around, so hopefully this time it'll work. So everybody, smoke test. Still don't look like I'm getting power. Oh, I am. The drive is just sticking a little. Alright, yep. There we go. It's found everything. CD-ROM and then my 3 hard drives. The 12 gig and then the 2 9 gigs. Let's see if it'll boot. I don't know if I have the main hard drive set properly, so we're going to see now. Now, I'm going to have to change some settings around here and get it to boot for the right drive. Alright, take 3. Hopefully I have the ID cables in the right order now. It's really hard when you're juggling 3 hard drives. Looks like we still may have a problem here. Let's see what happens. Wah, wah, wah. Alright, I think this is going to be take 5. Looking good so far. Come on, come on. Success! Alright guys. See, it's working. Part of the problem was I forgot which drive was my master. The hard drive light, activity light, does not work on here. It's incompatible with this case, unfortunately. But, as you can see... try it again. Everything is working, so I would call this a successful rebuild. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and have a blessed day, everyone.